So you want to build wealth, but you don't have the money to do it, or you're too scared to dive in too deep and invest too much money. You see these videos online all about investing $5 a day, investing $10 a day, and what happens. But in this video, I've been investing £1 a day into a certain stock. So I'm going to show you exactly how that is looking currently after 10 months of investing £1 a day. So yeah, like I said, exactly like you guys, I haven't got the money to invest £5 or $5 a day into the stock market. So that's why I've started with £1 a day or $1, depending where you are in the world. And then building a portfolio from that. So for the last 10 months, I've been investing £1 into a single stock and to see how that goes. And obviously once it builds and starts paying me dividends, then obviously that's going to get reinvested, and I'll start increasing those payments to £2 a day or $2 a day, etc., etc., until it is up to the £5 or $5 a day. So I've seen these videos all over YouTube. People always like posting, investing like $5 a day, or stop going to Starbucks and invest that money instead, become a millionaire. So obviously I decided to do that challenge myself and see if what they say is true. So that's what we're going to dive into in this video. And again, £1 a day isn't much at all. Like, I can easily spend £1 a day and not really see it affect my bank account. You see a lot of people chuck around, invest £10,000, $10,000, invest this, invest that, and see your portfolio grow, become financially free. Obviously, I haven't got £10,000 to invest. So that's why I'm going to start with just £1 a day. And that is called dollar cost averaging. So pretty much you're going to buy the highs, the lows, whatever the market is doing that day, you're buying that stock. So I'll show you in a bit later on this video the graph and what it looks like and where I buy each stock or share, etc. each day later on in this video. You might be thinking the stock market isn't open 7 days a week, so how do you counter that? And it's pretty simple. I basically just put in an extra amount of money each day, so it averages out to £7 a week. So pretty much that's as simple as possible, is by taking as many days in the year, dividing that by how many days, etc., and it gives you the money. Or you can just put in £7 a week. So on the Monday, just invest £7 into that one company, and that is pretty much your £1 a day for that week. If you want to do it that way, fine, and you find it easier, it's completely up to you, however you want to work it. But pretty much you just take the number of days in a year, divide it by however much you want to invest, and that's what you are going to be investing daily into the stock market. So we're going to dive into my portfolio now, and we're going to have a look. So the stock I've been investing into, it's a monthly paying dividend, and it is Main Street Capital. So you can choose your stock, whatever you want to invest into. If it's the S&P 500, an ETF, or an individual share, that is completely up to you. But I've picked a REIT because I basically want to get a great portfolio with a REIT that is a monthly paying dividend. I currently invest into Realty Income also, but Main Street is another great REIT as well, and I wanted to invest into that, and I just didn't know how to go about it. So I thought this would be a great idea to do the dollar cost averaging challenge with this company. So as you can see here on the graph, the stock is currently worth $46. So one share of this company would cost you $46. As you can see there, the graph, there's ups and downs, and because I'm investing £1 a day or $1, you buy you'll buy there, so £1 there, then the next day it'll be up there, £1, then be back down here, up there, down there. So you can see how by dollar cost averaging in, you're buying the highs and the lows, when instead, if you just put in, say, £10,000 on a certain day, you could have bought £10,000 right there at its peak. And then obviously you're going to be down for the whole time now. Or you could be lucky and you could have bought it, you could have put £10,000 when it was right here at the bottom. You just don't know how the market is going to go. So by putting in, by dollar cost averaging into the stock market, you're buying the highs and the lows, and it does slowly average out, which I'll show you now in a bit. So if we scroll down and look at the figures, so trailing 212 is a great one because it gives you some news on the company. So as you can see here, Main Street Capital completes $40 million follow-on investment in the Gulf manufacturing. So they give you news updates on the stock, the company, etc. So you can keep up to date with that. Scrolling down, it then has a social. So Main Street, it has a social platform, a community page that you can jump into. So my investments here, as you can see, over the last 10 months, I've bought 8 shares. So just under 8.5 shares. By last, and that is investing basically £1 a day. Return currently up £26, which is just under 9.5%. So you can see there the current price is $46, like I just said, and the average price I'm paying is $42 or £33. Nice little conversion there from trailing 212. So you can see here on how the dollar cost averaging is working for me. The current price is $46, but when I'm investing into it, my average is 42. So I'm buying the share at that average price, and the goal is to keep that as low as possible. So whatever the stock market does, highs and lows, I'm buying in, and that's exactly what it's doing for me. So my 8 shares on average have cost me $42 a share. So that's what dollar cost averaging does for the company. We scroll down then, we look at some of the key ratios. So the market cap is over $4 billion, and it's currently paying out a 6% dividend, which is a nice juicy dividend, to be fair. I am liking that. So with the dividends, let's see what I've earned over the last couple of months from this. So I have it in a pie. As you can see here, it's called Invest £1 a Day Challenge. You wouldn't believe it, would you? So you can see here the value of the pie, what I've invested, and how much I'm up. And you can see the graph, it just keeps climbing nice and smoothly, just keeps on going up, which is great to see when you are a long-time investor. And then dividends, total gained is £9. So, excuse me, over the last 10 months, Main Street Capital has basically paid me £9. So that is basically 9 days of investing there. So like I said, I am investing £1 a day. Pretty much I've got 9 days free of charge from dividends alone. And obviously the more this keeps growing and growing and growing, the bigger those dividends starts getting. And then you see how that snowball starts growing. And obviously that dividend will start growing into $2 or £2 a day, then £3 a day, and it keep going up to probably £5 a day in the future. I have set myself a goal there where I want this portfolio to hit £1,000. So I'm currently 31% through that goal. So that's pretty much what dollar cost averaging does and how my portfolio is looking by investing £1 a day. If you're doing the same thing or a similar challenge, chuck them in the comments box below. I'd love to see what challenges you're doing, or a challenge you would like to see on YouTube that you would follow along with. Again, thanks for liking. Please hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe if you haven't already.